What's going on, boys? It's your boy. We recently just had the Melty official tournament round 2 come to a close, and with the end of the tournament, we got a little bit of news regarding future updates coming to the game. First of all, the biggest piece of news is we've got confirmation that 4 more DLC characters are coming to the game, which is very, very exciting, because we've now entered the point where, like, we don't actually know. We can't exactly predict who they're gonna add now. Like, before, it was kind of obvious the 4 characters we were gonna get. I took the L on Mario because I didn't know how he'd work, but in my brain, the way he plays is how he plays, but I didn't see the regular nuns becoming a thing. That was the only thing that I couldn't piece in my brain to make it like, okay, yeah, that's how it works. But he plays exactly as I would have imagined him playing. But I was like, why would... Because in my head it was more so like, oh, maybe he's controlling Noel or something. But anyway, back to topic. This is super exciting DLC, because this is super, super hard to predict. Like, obviously there's stuff with, like, Red Garden and stuff that's kind of like, yeah, they're probably not going to do this characters. But there's a bunch of, like, old school Melty characters that they could easily bring back. And that's fucking hype. I'm sorry, that's super hype. In terms of who I think it is, I don't fucking know. I think my previous DLC video, it still holds up alright, I think. A lot of the things, I think is still there. Maybe my opinion on Satsuki's changed a bit. I don't know, but yeah. But apart from that, it's like, yeah. Fucking awesome. It's been confirmed that we're getting 2 releases, so we're gonna get 2 characters in summer and 2 in winter. Which is cool, because it's really fun having 2 DLC characters come out at the same time. Because it gives us a lot more to do. Because usually when it's just one character, it's kind of like, whoa, this is sick! And then you kind of like put it down. Because it's like, oh, this character doesn't really suit me. But having 2 characters, it's like statistically, right? 2 characters, you're more likely to find one that suits you better. Yeah, or not, I don't know. But it's still fun. It gives more variety of things to do when a new patch comes out. But speaking of patches, Kamone-san, at the event, he kind of said, I'm sorry, I can't really give you the juice right now, and it came out at around the time they were talking about round 3, because they confirmed round 3 is coming late September, early October. And with that, he said, it's very far away, because mind you, round 1 and 2, it was 2 months apart. This one's quite far away, and he says, mind you, we're planning to release a big update for the game. Bruh, a big update? What? How big are we talking? Is this the hopium we're all waiting for? I don't know. But anyway, the reason why it got pushed back is because they don't want to update the game just yet, because on the horizon, at the start of August, we're going to have EVO, which is the biggest fighting game tournament ever. And out of the lineup, the 9 games, Melty Blood is one of them, which is super fucking cool, and I'm really excited to see high-level gameplay. It looks like there's going to be lots of cool Japanese players, a whole bunch of American players, and it's going to be super, super sick seeing them fight each other. And I'm really, really excited to see that, and see who's stronger, dude. It's going to be, it's sick, it's awesome. But with that being said, they also announced that there's going to be, well, previously they announced there was going to be an official tournament in America, and now they've kind of announced more details. We've got qualifiers coming up for those, which is also interesting. But the reason why I'm bringing these up, because I'm not really like an FGC Andy, right? I don't really give a shit about all this stuff. It's more so the dates that's important, because he said he didn't want to drop the update because of EVO, and he made a joke like, oh, like you're on the plane going over to EVO. And then, like, we drop, like, brand new characters while you're on the plane or something. And then, like, that's a bit unfair, isn't it? So, but they also kind of made a joke that, like, oh, maybe it's going to be a long summer. Like, I don't know, like, December? And I'm like, what the fuck? But then if you look at the dates, right? So what we know is there's a whole bunch of dates. So I'm assuming the patch will either be, like, right after EVO, which is potentially possible because round 3 has been confirmed for like late September, early October-ish, which would give 2 months, which is what we had between 1 and 2, and after 1 we got the new patch that had Powered CL and Mario in it, right? Or they might really make us wait until after round 3. But here's where it comes. This is where this like logic comes weird though, because obviously they just announced the qualifiers for the US tournament, right? And all the event dates are at the Central, West, and East are all at different times of the year. So Central's in July, so that's like real soon, like next month. And then West is in September, and then East is in November. So it's kind of like, well, if they don't want to push this update out because of events and it's being unfair, there's a lot of like tournament events coming up, and it's kind of like, when the fuck is this? When are they gonna drop this? Because it's like, no matter what, there's like a tournament coming, and there's no space in between here that gives you like good enough space. So but now that I think about it and I'm looking at it, the West qualifiers are late September, and round 3 is also late September, early October. So I think it's probably pretty likely it's gonna be after EVO, like early August, like maybe like August 8 through 11 or something like that, you know? Probably around that time. But we got a whole bunch of cool stuff that was announced at the patch. They showed it on this slide. But Kimono also adds that, like, yes, this is a fighting game. There's like a lot of multiplayer content, and fighting is like is a big part. Like fighting other players is a big part of the game. But for those that enjoy a more single player experience, there is more updates to come in that regards to that, which is really interesting, because this is a Type Moon game. And single player content, new story stuff coming. That would be fucking sick. That'd be cool. And there's a lot of like cool stuff that they've brought up, like Mario seeking out Toko to like try and fix his immortality problem, where he keeps reverting in age, or there's a whole bunch of other things that they could really explore. Or they could drop like a banger fucking story mode or something, which would be also really hype, and drop some new characters, some new Tsukihime characters, maybe some new DAAs or something, or new church people. That would be kind of dope, because honestly I don't know what characters are coming. I'm kind of like, look, winter, right, will probably be like past December or something, right? December is going to be the 20th anniversary of Melty Blood. It would be kind of hype if they drop Shion. Don't want to expect it, because it's probably not going to happen. I'm just saying, that would be kind of fucking sick. But yeah, I think that's about it, really. But like, yeah, the single player content is really cool. Like, we could get like a new boss rush or something. Like, maybe we get some more like boss characters like that. That Shiki in boss rush was kind of raw. But it'd be cool if you got stuff like Giant Akiha again, even though I'm not a big fan of like the giant characters in fighting games, because it's kind of fucking annoying. But like, it gives you more stuff to do, and like, it's fun stuff, and it's like a new way to play the game. So like, I hope they add more boss characters or something, or like they might even add an arcade mode or something. Even though like the story mode right now is more like an arcade, mode, so maybe they can actually drop like an actual story mode or something. That'd be kind of sick. But yeah, that's kind of everything that we really have. But we are getting a patch in like a couple of days. It's nothing too big. I don't imagine the changes will be too big either. We know the stuff that they're adding is like very minor. But we'll see what happens when the patch comes out. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know, because like, I don't know, some of this stuff gets like lost in translation or whatever, and yeah, it's always fun to get as much out there as we can. So yeah, if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe if you're new here, and see you all later.